This is another Ryan's Remarks, bringing you frequently asked sales and marketing questions. We've been talking about the 3 stages of the sales process. We talked about prospecting and the importance of always be prospecting. We've talked about presentation skills and how that is so vital to gathering information. Today I want to talk about the 3rd key step, and that is the closing skills. Now, people think you say, Mr. Jones, I've presented my information. What's it going to take to have you sign that contract, Mr. Jones? That is ridiculous. People teaching that that doesn't work. What we have to find is, what is it that's going to make them push the button? What is it going to, is it a price point? Is it something they're looking for? Is it a convenience factor? Is it some kind of stress relief? Is it somebody that we need to bring from our team to team sell? Do we need to offer some assurance if they make a move to us that we're going to take care of them? The bottom line in closing is you're trying to play chess of that last piece of the puzzle, because generally people say, we're very interested, we like what you've said, but they're not pushing the yes button. They're close. So to successfully close, and I always say always be closing, that's a famous movie quote, but it is true, you gotta always be closing. But closing doesn't just happen generally. Right there is a process, and you move them along. You look for any other obstacles. Is there anything standing in the way to make this happen? Is there anyone else we need to talk to? Are there any other questions need to be answered? Anything that's keeping us from moving forward? What are our next steps? Can we make this process is this going to be a 10-day, 2-week thing? What else do we need to do? What other paperwork can we get lined up so we're ready to go? That's all part of the closing process, because you're moving them to the final stage where they said, I think we have everything we need. We'd like you and those people you offered on your team, Joe, to come in, and we'd like to just finalize it there. We've talked about it here, and then I think we're ready to look at a date to move forward. That's how closing looks, not Mr. Jones, can I push you the contract so you can sign it right there? It just generally doesn't work that way. Closing is a process. Closing is answering those last bit of things they're looking at that's keeping them from just pulling the trigger, pushing the button. And you've got to get creative. You've got to make them push the button. You've got to make them feel comfortable. And once you do that, they're going to say, yes, we're ready to make a move. We feel comfortable there. You solved our needs. You heard what we said while you were doing presentation and prospecting, and we're ready to make the move because we now clearly see you, your value, your company's value that will help us, and we're ready to move forward. And that is how closing looks. So if you have any questions on that, please reach out to me, and we'll be talking about these sales steps more in upcoming Ryan's Remarks. But that's the 3rd stage, and that's closing, and we always need to be closing. This is another Ryan's Remarks. Until next time, have a great week, everyone.